Hello, beloved, welcome. This will be your message from the divine. This will be your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those keen or interested, I offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. Without further ado, let us tap into this energy. Let us tap into this reading. Let us tap into this message here. We have the 10 of emotions, the 10 of cups energy. So this speaks of wish fulfillment, desires, fantasies, imagination, okay? Wish fulfillment, desires, fantasies, imagination. 10 of emotions, 10 of cups, okay? So I see you reaching for that, achieving that, okay? I see you getting that, okay? So you're in your 10 of cups energy. And as you're in your 10 of cups energy, there's people that don't want you to be this way. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse here. With this Knight of Wands in the reverse, there's people that wish ill on you, sickness, distress, death. Okay, there's people that call upon energies to send your way. There's people that are jealous or envious or hateful of you. They don't want you to achieve anything in life, okay? They don't want you to have anything in life. These are people that are hateful spirits. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. These people here, they're unable to live with the fact that you are happy, or you will be, or that's what you're meant for by way of birthright, okay? These are people that don't want to acknowledge that you share different destinies or purposes, or you share different faiths, okay? Because when they look at you, they see somebody that's blessed and favored. We have the 6 of materials here, the 6 of pentacles, okay? They see somebody highly blessed and highly favored. It radiates in your voice, or in your skin, in your complexion. It radiates in the way that you live, or what you do, or where you go, or who you are around, okay? They don't know that you laid the foundation of your life. Like, you built yourself from the ground up, okay? We have the 7 of Pentacles here. They don't know that. They don't understand that. They don't see that. And it's not their place, okay? They just want what they want out of life towards you, without careful consideration of the fact that you are living this way because that's what you're meant for, or you are going to get to that place in life because that's what your destiny and purpose and faith is. They don't want to acknowledge that. They don't want to validate that or pay attention to that at all. But they're very, very heartbroken about the life you lead, or the life you live, okay? We have the 3 of Swords to the world energy. They're very shattered, very, very much in pain about the fact that you and them live and lead 2 different realities. You and them lead and live 2 different worlds. You and them lead and live 2 different lives, okay? Like, they can't believe that big difference. So when they gather together, or when they're alone, however way this goes, take it out, applies for world, life, and reality, take it out, resonates. But when they experience your energy, they like to gossip. They like to slander. They like to communicate back and forth about, oh, did you see this? Or did you see that? Or wow, like the other day, or the other week, or the other month, or the other year. Or they like to make things up, okay? Because they're devils in disguise. We have the devil energy to the Justice. They don't know, but they're in for a whirlwind of karma if they don't leave you alone. Whether it's talking about you or otherwise, they are in for a whirlwind of karma if they don't let you be. Because them trying to come to your world, life, and reality by way of spreading rumors or negativity or being blasphemous or being annoying or irritating or frustrating, they're going to get all that energy back. And they're going to wish that they never would have even wanted that for you. Because these are people that have no place in your life. Like they have no right. All they do is stalk. We have the Page of Swords. That's all they do. That's all they can do. So with whatever it is that they see, then they make of it how they want to. And it hurts them, it haunts them in that pain. It triggers them, it deeply angers them and drives them crazy and mad and insane. That when they look at you, they look at someone that isn't in the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Swords. You're not stuck, trapped, or bound. You're not caged. They are. Whether they have emotional wounds or mental wounds, or whether they traumatized or unevolved or underdeveloped, or whether they don't find peace or can't heal, or they just can't let go and release or cleanse, or they can't evolve. So they like to make a mockery out of you. But that doesn't even make sense. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. It doesn't make sense that they look at you and stalk you and then make things up and assume and speculate that bad things must happen to you. Because look at the life you're living in comparison to theirs. These are people that need to just leave you alone and mind their business. Whether this is the life that you live or that is the life that you live, it has nothing to do with them. You are in your Ten of Cups. You are living wish fulfillment. You yourself are that, abundant at that. You are wish fulfillment. You are desire. You are fantasy. You are imagination. And that's your world, life, and reality. And that's what your purpose is, your destiny. That's what your faith is. And those that come together with you or cross paths with you, they're meant to see it and feel hope for their future. They're meant to see it and feel hope for their future. They're meant to see a mirror in you. We have the Five of Inspiration, the Five of Wands. They're meant to see a mirror. They're meant to see hope. So that when they go back to their world, life, and reality, they have something to carry with them. They don't go back the same. They don't talk the same. They don't walk the same. They feel differently and think differently. But these are the kinds of people that don't want to accept that. We have the Nine of Swords. They literally are stressed out, concerned and worried and paranoid about how bright of a future you have or how much you shine. Like it's something they don't want to see happen. It's something they can't live with. How sad and miserable of a reality they lead and live for them to be that. You're concerned and worried and paranoid about someone else's life that has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with you. All you want out of that is something that doesn't even exist, because you're not this person's God. They're not your God. They can't tell you what to live and how to live it, what to think and how to think it, what to feel and how to feel it. They want to do that because they lack. There's no plenty. They can't attract, they can't manifest, they can't summon, they can't call upon. Their prayers land on deaf ears because they're evil at heart. They're evil at mind, evil at spirit, evil at their body. We have the Emperor here. So the position of life that you've been placed in is something of a point to be proven. So the divine is using you to prove a point. So your prayers should be along the lines of, please show me how good life can get. And as you live that life, and that's your life world in reality, others are meant to see it and see hope. They're meant to see it and see a way. They're meant to see it and see a path, a journey, a walk that is different from what they lead and live, so that they can want different, need different, feel different, think different. You are being blessed and favored for a reason. You are being appointed and anointed to be this person. It's something of a birthright. It's what you're meant for. Now, whether they go behind the scenes and they will life and reality, Five of Cups, and they just hate on you, it won't change the position of life you've been appointed to. It won't change that throne. It won't change that kingdom. It won't even change your mood. So they're living a life that has no point to it. But they see that your life is filled with purpose. They see that your life is filled with abundance of faith. They see that you're destined. You're not just floating. You're not just here. You placed there. And they lose their minds at that truth. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. They just go crazy and insane with hate. They can't take it. They feel like you don't deserve it. You're not worthy. You didn't earn it. As if they've lived your life for you. And that's what drives the divine crazy and insane. To bless you even more and favor you even more. And they're going to be left with no choice but to respect that. They're going to have to respect that. Them being heartbroken and all these things has nothing to do with you. Three of Voices in the reverse, Three of Swords in the reverse. Who are they to even be looking at your life like that to begin with? It's what you're living. What is their concern about that? What does that have to do with them? These are people that need to face the facts. They need to look at themselves. Because clearly, your life or your light is irritating their demons or frustrating them or angering them. Because they just can't live with the fact that, oh, look at me, but look at this person. Two of Emotions in the reverse, Two of Cups in the reverse. Look at this person. Look at what opportunities they have, resources, places, people, things. That they have no clue what it took to even get to that point within yourselves. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, they don't know about your healing, your cleansing, your evolution. They don't know about your decisions and choices. They don't know why. And it's not their place. So these people are going to be dealt with by the divine. Seven of Voices in the reverse, Seven of Swords in the reverse. They're going to see life just fluctuate. Like all of a sudden things get very terrible because they keep speaking your name. Like they keep speaking good. They keep speaking bad about good. They keep speaking bad about good. Waiting for you to make a mistake so that they can feed into their hatred. So you must go through things so that they can see it and it can feed into their hatred. So you must suffer and be troubled and pained and sad and miserable and resentful and angry just like them so that they can feel okay with the life that they live. If they chose to not hate and lead a life of love and light, they would be able to call in things of life that will make them happy, bring joy and prosperity for them, so that they can be put in positions of happiness too. We have the Eight of Materials in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse here. So all these layers of your life or the reality that have absolutely nothing to do with no one but you, it's something you will never, ever have taken away from you. Even if they go against all odds and they say this and they act this way and they do this, nothing's gonna happen to you. We have the Devil. All they are doing is chaining themselves down to poverty mindsets or lack of emotional understanding or spiritual warfare or physical unhealthiness, sickness. Because with the hate comes the pain of the mind and the heart. And then you have to live with it. And when you see someone favored and blessed, you feel like it's somewhat of a threat or it's an injustice in the world. They're going to get judgment for that. They're going to get put in their place. You're going to all of a sudden see somebody go through such harsh karma publicly that they're shamed and humiliated and guilt-ridden in their conscience that they won't even be able to show themselves, let alone even speak your name. You'll be a reminder that they should have chose love instead. You'll be a reminder that they should have chose light instead. So the roles will switch. Right now they're hating and stalking, but with time they're gonna wish they would have stayed away from you. We have the moon. They're gonna wish they would have stayed away from you, because you're this supernatural beacon of truth and joy. Prosperity and love and light and rose petals and perfume or cologne or all these things of love and light, and they can't even feel a good thing because they're cursed or bad luck or there's negativity that's hindering them. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. They can't even make a way for themselves. So instead of learning from you or wanting to, they wish you bad, and then they wonder why their life turns out the way that it does. You're gonna be blessed in their face. You're gonna be favored in their face. Their eyes won't be able to turn away. And this time, it will be the divine doing it. They won't be the ones wanting to stalk. It will literally cause them the most pain they've ever felt in their life to stalk you as they see you continuously be risen. So they won't want to do it anymore. But the divine is going to make sure that they see you. All the things of their own darkness are going to be the reason they just suffer and they're constantly troubled because of the hate. So mind your business when it comes to this, as you always do anyway. Ace of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Inspiration in the reverse. You have nothing to lose. You already are assigned to blessings. You already are assigned to favor. It's your life mission to break these curses. It's your life mission to break these curses. And nothing is going to take that away from you. Why would that go away when it's needed here? These are people that are not needed here. They just bring havoc and chaos and strife and war. And then they don't want to receive it back in the world. They want this and that and this and that, opportunities, resources, people, places, things. No, that's literally crazy. That's insane. You have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. You get what you give. They don't like what they're getting back from the universe. They don't like what their world has become. They can't even live in that. That's why they're so caught up in your world, life, and reality. And with time, they're going to wish they would have stayed away. Knight of Materials, Knight of Pentacles in the Knight of Pentacles here. They're going to wish that they could turn back the clock of time and left you alone. Broken clocks. This was your message from the divine. This was your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you so much for joining me. To those keen or interested, I offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. Once again, I'm grateful for your time. Thank you for joining me, beloved. Goodbye.